myself. I'm Velvamani,
This
working
conference will
in
now be recorded.
just have 5 years of IT experience. I'm a AWS certified solution architect. Just
Okay.
going into the seminar. Before starting this one, I want to know whether you have any previous experience on cloud computing, or you have any idea about cloud computing.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, just could you explain whether you worked on any cloud computing technologies or what you understand about cloud computing so that it is easy for me to explain in details.
Okay. See, basically, I worked on servers, VMwares, AWS. Okay.
Okay,
Some of the platforms for one of our own products as well for some of the customers. Okay.
okay,
But it is mostly about as VMware, like no setting up a server, setting up a platform, like that.
okay. Coming to cloud computing is again it is a on-premise network which is managed by the third party. Okay, the size is very huge compared to our own cloud on-premise data centers. The cloud data center is the size is very huge because they're providing service to millions of peoples, and they're providing computing services, they're providing storage service, they're providing network service, and they're providing database service. They're providing other monitoring applications. They're providing IoT related services. They're providing in Amazon. They're providing IoT and machine learning related services. And these services we can control from mobile phone, laptop, servers, or desktops or tablet from wherever it is. The only thing is we need a device which have a internet connections so that we can log into our console and then we can manage our cloud resources.
Okay.
A few see public cloud adoptions in the year 2017 and 2018. They predict that there is 9 to 10 percentage improvements compared to the 2017 and 2018. And Azure is growing very faster because most of the .NET projects in the recent year, most of the .NET projects are moving to AWS Azure cloud. So Azure is growing very faster than AWS, but still AWS reached the top position, so they are the one who is leading in the top position for the last 12 years. And we have other competitors like Google Cloud Engines, IBM Watson's, VMware Cloud on AWS, Oracle Cloud, Alibaba Cloud, DigitalOcean's, Rackspace, like that. We have a lot of cloud providers. Among these, AWS and Azure is in the top. This is the stack layer of on-premise data centers and then cloud data centers. Initially, we have our data center. On the data centers, we will do our networking, and then we have a storage servers, and then we have our physical servers. On each the physical servers has been virtualized into multiple servers. In each virtual servers, we will install operating systems. On top of that, we will install middleware, runtime, data, and applications. The entire layer has to be taken care by us. Okay, we need a network specialty persons, we need a server storage specialty person, we need a server specialty person, and then we need a uh, OS security specialty person, and then application specialty, and then only it will go to the developers. Whereas in cloud we have three service models. One is infrastructure as a service, next one is a platform as a service, and third one is a software as a service. If you see in the infrastructure as a service, we will go to our provider and we will ask that I need infrastructure with Red Hat operating systems. Otherwise, I need a infrastructure with Windows Server 2012 R2 servers. I go and request that I need a Solaris service, or I need a CentOS service. Like that, we will go and request them. They will provide a service to us. They will provide an infrastructure service to us. The layer from network till operating system, the layer is managed by the service providers. We have to take care only our middleware and then applications. Once the server is ready, we will install our middleware and then we will deploy our server applications and then we will start working on that service. this is infrastructure as a service. Whereas in a platform as a service, I don't know anything about the server creations and software installation and all. Just I'm a pure developer. Just I want to develop applications and then I have to run it there. So we will go to the service provider and then we will ask that I need a server with Java. I need a server with the .NET Arrays. I need a server with Oracle database. We'll go and request them. They will create a server in background. When we are requesting in the background, they will create a server and then they will deploy. They will install the operating systems on top of the operating systems. They will install whatever software we requested and then they will deliver to us. We have a dashboard to upload our source code. There we'll go and upload our source code. It will automatically deploy in that particular service and then we will start using that service. That is called as a platform as a service. And the last one is software as a service. Here we no need to do anything. Each and every layer is taken care by the service provider. The best examples is Salesforce software. We are not going to do anything with the Salesforce. Just we'll go and create a username, password, and we'll start using the Salesforce applications. That is the best examples of software as a service. In AWS, we have a few many services like this. Examples: simple email service and simple queue service, simple notification service. These are the software as a service where we don't need to worry much about the things. Just we'll go and invoke the service. It will automatically send the notifications or emails or queue messages, everything. Do you have any doubt on this slide? Santa, do you have any doubt on the service model? Okay, we'll move to the next thing. Deployment models. We have three types of deployment models. The first one is private cloud deployment models, and the next one is hybrid, and last one is a public. In private deployment models, the application is the server is deployed in our on-premise by the vendors, and it is managed by our on-premise peoples or the vendor side. Here it is a single tenant architectures, and we can access the servers within our intranet. Whereas in public cloud, the server is deployed in a common place and used by multiple peoples. We can access our public cloud services through our internet. And hybrid cloud.
Hello.
Yes, Santa.
Actually, no. There are multiple people there.
Sorry?
Okay. Can you just go back, because I was not able to hear. The voice was not there. Just go back.
Yeah, I'm audible now.
Okay, the voice was not listened to me. It's not audible. Okay, just go back. I have not listened to whatever you said. Yeah.
So which slide?
That I have done. Next page is also done. Yeah, that is fine. Third page.
This is the third text.
I have not listened to anything.
Okay, now I'm audible, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm audible now. I messaged you, but are you not able to get that?
I didn't saw you.
I put in the chat. If you see the chat. No.
Sorry, I didn't saw your message.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Santa. Just again, I'm repeating this one. Okay. In our on-premise environments, we have to manage this entire stacks from network to applications. If there is any problem in the network or in our storage or in the servers, we have to manage. And during those times, we have some outage. Whereas in cloud, we don't have that problem because we have multiple network connections and we have multiple servers. So they design in such a manner that if any failure occur, it will automatically switch to the another network and it will automatically switch to another service. Here we have three service models. One is infrastructure as a service, and next one is a platform as a service, and third one is a software as a service. In platform as a service, we have in infrastructure as a service, the net till from network to operating system, the service is managed by the service providers. Either it is the AWS or Azure or Google Cloud, whoever it is, they will manage. Just will go and request them. I need a service with Windows operating systems. I need a service with the Linux operating systems. On top of the service, we will install our runtimes and then applications and data. That layer, the green layer, we have to manage. This green layer we have to manage. In platform as a service, we'll go and request them. Instead of installing the software by our own, we will request the service providers give a Java based service, or give a SAP based service, or give a Oracle database like that. They will create a service instead of us. They will create a service, they will install the applications, and they will give it to us. We have to worry only about data and applications. This is mainly used by the developers. And last one is software as a service. Software as a service, the entire layer should be managed by the service providers. Just we'll go and create a username, password, and then we'll start using. The best examples is Salesforce applications and Gmail. You have any doubt on this layer in the service models?
No.
Okay, shall I proceed next?
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Next, deployment models. We have three types of deployment model. One is private, another one is a public, and third one is a hybrid. In private, this is it is a single tenant architectures which is deployed in our on-premise data centers. Either it is managed by the service provider, or it is managed by us. Okay, but if there is any failure in the network or storage, there may be a outage. Again, there may be a outage because it is a on-premise cloud environment that is called as a private cloud, and this is accessible only within our intranet. Whereas coming to the public cloud, it is a multi-tenant architectures, and we are going to pay how much, whatever service we are going to use. For that alone, we are going to pay. The top vendor is AWS, Microsoft, Google Cloud Platform. We can access the public cloud through the internet. In some scenario, we have to connect our private cloud and then public cloud. For that, we will use a direct connect, or we will use a VPN. That deployment model is called as a hybrid deployment model. And AWS history. AWS is started in the year 2006 with 12 services like SES, S3, and then cloud computing services. Now they have around 4,500 plus services. Recent days, they are more concentrating about IoT and machine learning related services. AWS introductions. It is enable a business and developers to use a web services to build a scalable and sophisticated applications. Okay, they provided storage service, network service, database service, compute service, content delivery networks, management tools, IoT services, machine learning services, media related services, developer tools they are providing. And advantages and benefits of cloud. It is lower overall cost. The reason is we are going to pay only what we are going to use. If you are using less, we will pay less. If you are using more, we will pay more. And it is very open and flexible, and it will replace the capital expenses. If you're going to deploy your on-premise data centers, you have to spend at least 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs. It depends on your server capacity. You have to spend some lakhs of money to build your on-premise environment. Whereas in cloud, just we'll go and use, and then we will pay. And the speed of the server creation is very minimal. Within the 2 minutes, we can create a service. Whereas in on-premise, that is not the case. We have to wait from minimum 3 months to maximum 1 year or 2 years in some cases. And hardware refresh cycles. Every 3 to 5 years, they will refresh their hardwares. Whereas in our on-premise, that is not the case. Once we purchase, we have to use it hardware till the support is over. And elasticity, we can increase the server capacity as well as we can decrease the server capacities. It is very secure and durable and is self-service because most 90% of the services are being managed by the infrastructure has been managed by the uh, service provider, so we no need to worry about the infrastructures. We have to concentrate only on the application development and securing our applications. And also it will eliminate the capacity guessing. If you wrongly guess your server capacity, either you can go and increase or you can decrease the server capacities. AWS Market in the globe, AWS alone is occupied 31% of the public cloud market, whereas other remaining 10 to 12 service providers, they occupying the remaining 39% of the markets. Server capacity is also compared to other competitors, they have 6 times larger server capacity, and price is also very flexible compared to others. Researcher services in 2014, they invented Amazon EBS, and then they introduced EC2. And 2009 they introduced AWS import and export. It is file transferring technologies, and IAM, identity and access management service, along with other 48 services. Currently they have 4,500 plus services, and these are some of the services. Under compute we have EC2, and then we have elastic container services, and we have Kubernetes services, we have Lambda serverless technology, we have elastic load balancer, auto scalings. Under storage we have S3, EBS, EFS, glaciers, database migrations, networking related services, developer tools, management tools, media services, analytics, again security, identity and compliance. We have around 4,500 services in AWS. AWS Global Infrastructures, currently they are having their data centers in 18 geographical locations with more than 55 data centers and then 100 plus edge locations. Region is nothing but it is a geographical locations. In each geographical locations, minimum they have 2 data centers to provide a high availability fault tolerance applications. And also we have edge locations. It is a small level of data centers. From there they are providing DNS and caching mechanism services. And we have upcoming 4 data centers, and these are the services which is provided from the edge locations: Amazon Route 53, AWS CloudFront, AWS Web Access Firewall, and then AWS Shield. And coming to the edge locations, we have 100 plus edge locations. In India, we have edge location at 2 places. One is at Chennai, another one at Mumbai. Whatever AWS request is coming, it will be from India. It will be routed through these 2 edge location data centers. And this is their fundamental infrastructures. They have their regions. On each regions, they have availability zones, and then they have edge locations. Fundamental services are compute service, storage service, network and database services, and then they have application related services like content delivery network, CloudFront, and SES, SNS, SQS, Cloud Search, EMR, and then other Elastic Beanstalk kind of services. And then they have a deployment tool like Cloud Formations, Beanstalks, and IAM and access and identity and access management services. Okay, our training methodology is it is 90% is practical and 10% we have some theoretical concepts. The practical session is like this. We will ask you to create a free tier AWS account. There we can have a 12-month service access with some limitations. Examples, we can use EC2 cloud computing service 750 hours every month. Either it is a Windows or Linux based operating systems with 1 GB RAM and 1 core CPU with 30 GB hard disk. Coming to DynamoDB, there we can store 25 GB of data with 25 read unit and 25 write unit capacities. Relational database services, there we will use 750 hours again per month. We can use the 750 hours. Coming to AWS certifications, currently we have 8 certificates. You can skip about this fundamental certificate. Apart from this fundamental, we have 8 main certificate, 3 at associate level, 2 at professional level, and 3 at specialty levels. The basics certificate is AWS Solution Architect, where you can learn all the services, and Developer Associate and SysOps Administrator Associate, where they mainly concentrate about the implementations. Once if you completed AWS Solution Architect, you can go for Solution Architect professional levels. Either if you completed Developer Associate or SysOps Administrator Associate, you can go for DevOps Engineer Professionals. In specialty, again, we have 3 things. One is network specialty, big data specialty, and security specialty. Currently, I am a AWS certified Solution Architect Associate certified. Now I'm looking to take AWS SysOps Administrator Associate and then Solution Architect Professional level certificates in the upcoming months.
Okay.
That's it about the demo. The concepts, what are the concepts we are going to see is we have a predefined syllabus for AWS Solution Architect Associate examinations. Those concepts only we are going to see. You have any
So you
question?
can't write a solution architect profile directly without writing a solution.
Yeah, you can't go for.
You can't directly write a professional.
No, you can't directly go to professional. First, you have to clear associate level. Then only you can go to professional level.
But you are not aware of what is that AWS certified security and what is AWS certified.
Sorry?
So you are not aware of AWS certified advanced networking and security. What is this?
Advanced. Again, advanced. The first you have to complete the associate level. Then only you can go to the specialty or professional levels. You can't directly switch to the network specialty without knowing the services. In specialty levels, they mainly concentrate about the specific topics. If you take a network specialty, there they mainly concentrate about the network things, how to design effective networks, how to design a fault tolerance networks, how to create a disaster networks. Like that they will concentrate. In security, they mainly concentrated about the securities. Is there any breach in the securities? If you want to do a certification in specialty levels, just you need an enterprise account. There you can do all those kind of steps. The basic level of account you can't do all these specialty things.
How much is the fees for this? I think they will update me.
For each exam it is $150. AWS recommended at least you need a 1 year of hands-on experience before taking the examinations. The reason is the exam is scenario-based exams. So without doing a hands-on experience, it is difficult to go and crack the exam.
Okay. I think probably I need to think through that one because my expectation of a demo is different. I was thinking to know what kind of services you use, for what product you use. You used
if you want what kind of services you just we are covering in this exam. So once again,
DevOps, how do you do a DevOps on that?
one second. I'll show you what are the topics we'll cover in this. Okay, this is the solution architect syllabus. First one is we'll give overall introductions about the cloud computing, and then basics of Linux, because my way of teaching is through a Linux environment only, because most of the organizations are using Linux except .NET related things. And using all the services, whatever services, okay, I'll come to this lesson 2 later. Before that, just I'm showing first one is identity and access management, where we can see how to create IAM users, groups, roles, and how to create a custom policies, and how to provide access to those users. Those kind of stuff we can see it here. And Amazon Virtual Private Cloud, it is a networking concepts where we can see how to create our custom virtual private cloud. Under that, how to create a public and private subnodes, and then internet gateway, routing tables, how to restrict the IP address, network, NAT device, and network securities, security groups, network access control list, and what is the best practice of VPC and how to achieve those things. We will see it in the virtual private cloud, under the virtual private cloud concepts. And coming to EC2 cloud computing services, we are mainly focusing on three things. One is EC2. We will see very in depth about EC2 and basics details about AWS Lambda, that is serverless technology, and Elastic Beanstalk, it is a PaaS technology. Under EC2 cloud computing things, we will see how to create a server, and what is Amazon machine image, and what is instance types, and how to create a volumes, how to back up the volumes, that is taking a snapshots. From that snapshot, how to launch the new servers, and how to create our custom Amazon image. Using that custom Amazon image, how to scale multiple applications, and how to do auto scalings, and how to do elastic load balancing. Those kind of stuff we can see it in the elastic cloud computing. And coming to the storage, we have S3. Under S3, we'll see lifecycle management policies, version enablement, cross-region replications, and static web hostings. And then we have EBS, EFS. Apart from S3 in storage, we have EBS, EFS, Glacier, and import-export service, Snowball Edge, Snowball Mobile. Those kind of stuffs we will learn it in the storage services. And Route 53, it is a DNS services. We have 5 types of routing policies. Those 5 types we will see it in the practical manner. And database services, again coming to database services, here we'll see about relational database service and DynamoDB in a theoretical manner. Elastic Cache and Redshift, we'll see it in a practical, relational database services and DynamoDB, we can see it in a practical manner. Elastic Cache and then Redshift, we can see it in a theoretical manner. Since these two services are Elastic Cache and Redshift is a paid service, and we need a heavy application to achieve these things. And coming to application services, here we'll see SQS, SNS, SES and all. It is the application service, how to integrate these services with our ongoing development applications. And then we have security related things. These things we'll see. Here we'll see about security responsibility, AWS CloudTrail, CloudWatch, Trusty Advisors, CloudFormation templates and all. And then how to create a disaster recovery sites. Okay, using this service, we have to achieve high availability, cost efficient, and fault tolerance and scalable systems. This is the main curriculum for AWS. If you want to deploy your DevOps framework here, then we have to integrate our DevOps tools also along with these services.
How much the time that will take?
Sorry?
What is the syllabus for it, and how much the?
Okay, for DevOps, we'll start from JIT, and then Jenkins, Ansible. We will see it in a very details, and then JIT, Jenkins, Ansible, and Docker. We'll see it in a very details, and then Kubernetes. Just we'll see introductions alone. Again, for this one, for AWS, it is 25 hours to 35 hours programs, whereas DevOps, it will go based on how speed you are grasping. Based on that, it will go for the 35 hours to 40 hours or 50 hours.
Okay, what is your classes timing?
Currently, I'm handling in the weekends only. since because I'm also working professional, so I'm doing taking classes in the weekends. This Saturday, maybe this Saturday or Sunday, we'll start a new AWS batch in Edito Pro. Just if you require, if you interested to join, we'll start at Saturday evening.
No, but is it online? Is it a
It
one-to-one
is a
class type?
it is a one-to-one classes, one-to-one or one-to-many classroom type.
Okay, I will not be able to attend those type. No, because I'm not living here.
Okay.
I
You
already
you are
told them.
looking for online class or what?
Yeah, I'm looking for only online class specifically.
Okay. Okay. Then I will discuss and then I will update it to this ED2 Pro guys. They will contact to you, Santa.
Hello, sir.
Okay, no
Yeah.
problem. Hello.
You are looking for both AWS and DevOps or only AWS?
Uh, it should be both.
Okay. Okay. Okay, Sindhu. Then I'll check. I will check and then I will update you by today evening. Okay.
Okay, no
And if it
problem.
is online class, means what is your preferred timing?
Yeah, weekend only, but it's a UK time.
Okay, UK time. Okay. Okay. UK evening time is okay for you?
Yeah, yeah, evening time. India evening time is okay for me.
No, India evening time is I'm saying that around 9 p.m. IST or 9:30 p.m. IST. We'll go for daily 1.5 hours or like that.
No, it won't be. That depends. Not every day,
Okay.
because 9:30 p.m. IST is 5 p.m. UK time. Yeah, I might be also in the. Yeah. Better I'm planning only on weekends.
Okay. Weekends. Then we will see what is the preferred time so that we can take that one. Just anyway, I will update to these guys. They will update to you, Santa.
Okay, no problem. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah. Yes, bye. Send me the course numbers, okay? Hello?
Yes, sir. We will send you the syllabus, sir.
Yeah, okay, no problem. Thank you. Both.
Ah, yes, sir. No session will be.